All right, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. This is Don from Kenya Gunners TV, and you're back again with another video. First video, by the Premier League is soon kicking on. The fourth. Actually, no. This Friday, the first game is actually going to be Liverpool, and then of course, man, we have a new guy in here. His name is Louis, a United fan. Louis, man, what's going on, bana? VP, bro.
Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. Thank you for having me on the show. I was actually waiting and asking Razak, like, when will I ever get a chance to appear on this show? And the day has finally come. Thank you for having me, Don.
Yeah, you should have been here soon, Maze, because we've been having a guy, Derek, man. Derek is he's quite a tricky guy, man. When you lose, yeah, he
Yeah,
disappears. But then when everything is okay, and Manchester United is winning, the guy is always here making noise. But anyway, man, big up yourself. So Razak, man, what's going on, Bana? How are you, Bana?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. You're reigning, defending, undisputed champions of the world. We are comfortable, we are confident, and we are about to cook in the Premier League, ladies and gentlemen.
Bro, I'm telling you, Maze, football is officially back. Football is back. Time, Maze, for our wives to, just allow us be the remotes. Times for our girlfriends, Maze, just understand. Listen, man, football is back, Maze. It's
Yeah,
I can only imagine Maze staying without football. I'm telling you, the past 1 month has been ridiculous. It's been crazy. Nimekuwa tu yani hapa hivi wondering, hey man, ball itarudi lini? But anyway, football is officially back. Yeah.
for you guys, though, we've been playing, we've been winning trophies, so yeah, it's okay.
No,
yeah.
no, no. We know.
Some
Listen,
of you,
listen, listen.
some of you have had Club World Cup action. Some of us have played just friendlies. Yeah,
Yeah.
so football is back. Let's see how good you are in the Club World Cup if you can emulate that greatness and goodness back in the Prem.
Yeah, you'll see, bro.
Now we'll see. Anyway, but then speaking of which, the first topic of today is basically Chelsea, man. Chelsea, yo, man. Listen, I'll hold my thoughts, but Abdul, man, you can come into this. Just update us what's going on your head, Maze. You guys, ni kama mnapiga kelele sana. Anyway, go ahead, bro.
Bro, as I've been saying, bro, we've been suffering for the last few years, not winning anything. People are mocking us. We are buying players. They are saying, you man don't know what we are doing. But guess what, man? Top Bolly and his people, clearly, they know what they are doing. Okay? And I just want to say, I'm grateful because Chelsea is right where it belongs, on top of the world. And this upcoming Premier League season, bro, we have high expectations. There's a buzz, there's excitement, there's hope for Chelsea fans this season. The only issue, maybe for my team, I'll say, is the defense, but they seem not to want a defender they trust in their scouting. You know, but the midfield has upgraded because Lavia injured. We brought in Andre Santos from Strasbourg. Esugo is there. Up top is where the business is absolutely sensational. Joe Pedro came in, and boy, this brother, he looks like a nine, ladies and gentlemen. We also the finish in PSG. He keeps scoring off the bench, starting, he's scoring goals. And Delap, Joe Pedro is the baller. I call him the baller, and Liam Delap is the bully. So imagine the Premier League defense. You have the baller to start off, then a new man attire, the bully comes on. It's crazy. It's exciting. Then the young kid, Estevao Williams, about to cook as well. Sensational, bro.
Now let me just give you my honest thought, my honest thought on this. Well, facts, man. You guys have been doing pretty. You've been making fiti. I mean, your game has been okay. I watch Club World Cup against PSG. You guys played all right. Also, I've been also watching your friendlies. Most recently, the friendly that you guys played. Which team was it? Uh Before the AC Milan game. Which team did
Yes,
you
Milan.
play? Before AC Milan. There's a team you played
Leverkusen.
before AC.
Leverkusen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bayer Leverkusen. I actually watched that game, and I'm telling you for sure,
Yeah, Bayern Leverkusen.
something else. I mean, your attack currently right now by the is it's crazy. But the thing is this, man, don't get ahead of yourself. I mean, the Premier League, when the Premier League kicks off, that's when you'll be really, really tested. I mean, you're all excited, blah blah blah, and I have a feeling that you guys. You guys remember the season that Arsenal had, whereby you guys where Arsenal just kicked off preseason were having was sensation in the Premier League, and then that season when we brought in Jesus and Zinchenko, that season Arsenal was cooking, but then eventually you guys will be figured out. So I feel like you start off hot, But eventually, you guys are going to be figured out. I still feel like the loopholes by your team. But facts, man, you guys, your attack right now by this sensational. But the problem is the defense is a bit wanting. So, I mean, let's see how it goes. I mean,
And just
Chelsea's a team. Yes,
just
please go ahead.
adding on to what you said, Don. I think Chelsea have been really impressive, especially since the Conference League and going back to the Club World Cup. You guys have been really impressive. But come on, this is the Premier League. It's the Premier League, and in my belief, it's one of the toughest league. Just to be fair, it's one of the toughest
Yeah.
leagues. So I think the pain for Chelsea is still going to be there, and you guys are still going to suffer. And so I had one more question. Yeah, there's like one question for you.
Bro, yes, as like I like to say, there is worry, yes, in the defense, but in my opinion, if we play Caicedo, maybe a Sugo in midfield or Caicedo and Santos in midfield, and not Enzo Fernandez, I think the midfield can have some rest because these two defensively they are so good. You guys will find out this season though.
Okay, so one question. It's about Enzo Maresca.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, you did not back him for the better part of last season. Is it
yeah,
true?
yeah.
So
It's very true, bro.
what are your thoughts on Enzo Maresca going into the new season and especially after the Club World Cup success?
As the saying goes, hindsight is a very beautiful thing, bro. Firstly, let me just say, while the Chelsea fans wanted Deserve and they were saying we deserve it, I was one of the few guys who wanted Enzo Maresca. And this is why, because he's a flexible manager, he's a manager who likes possession football. And I like to enjoy my team winning. Secondly, to begin the season, we started the season so hot. If you guys can remember, we were beating everybody. Then I don't know what happened between him, Felix, and Sancho. Something happened. He refused to play Felix. He refused. Sometimes Sancho is hot. He benches him. When Palmer is not in form, he plays him. So there was issues there. And in January, we saw Felix wasn't playing. Sancho, those two players we just bought last season, and both of them have been sold, if you guys can see. So there was issues with Enzo Maresca with those players. This upcoming season, Enzo has been given the players he wants. So he has to cook.
So are
This is
you
it. And
behind him?
at Chelsea, yeah, and at Chelsea, bro, at Chelsea, it's simple. If you win, you stay. If you don't win, you leave. There's no trusting processes here and there. If you don't win, Ateta would have been sacked at Chelsea by now.
So, what are your
You would have
expectations, by the way? What are your expectations going into this season?
Bro, I'm expecting Chelsea to compete in all the trophies, bro. Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, and Champions.
Sorry, guys, just a bit of technical glitch, hitch. But Abdul, what are your
Yeah,
expectations? By the question was, what are your expectations this season? Are you guys, man? Are you
bro.
confident, man? You're winning the Premier League? Am I
Bro, with
getting
the
ahead of
players
yourself?
we have, I believe we could challenge in every trophy, bro. Champions League, forget about making Champions League. That we have to make, okay? That is now a must, okay? If you go beyond the Champions League, you'll fail. But the trophies now compete for the Premier League, compete for the Champions League, the Carabao, the FA, complete at all fronts, Chelsea. You have the players, you have the team. Now go and try and win everything if you can, man. You're world champion, something many people did not expect. But now the standards are up here. Don't lower the standard at Chelsea.
Anyway, listen, Maza, the way you guys have started hot, we'll give it to you. I mean, facts, you guys have been playing all right. You've been playing all right in the preseason. You did quite well, but then I actually didn't expect you guys to beat PSG. Man, the way you guys bully those guys around Donnarumma, Maza, you guys made Donnarumma to
Bro,
be,
you keep saying that you did not expect it, but I told you in the preview in that game, we are Chelsea.
No, the thing is this, man. Facts, you guys just know how to get over the line, especially gets to the finals. Your club has had that history. But let me tell
Yeah.
you this, man. The way Luis told you, this is a Premier League and you'll be figured out eventually. So I have a high
Exactly.
feeling you'll be figured out. The way Williams na hii moto hii kasheshe mko nayo, believe him, are going to be figured out. And the good thing is, you see, one advantage that you guys have, one advantage that most clubs have over you is that you've been playing quite
Mm.
well. So you see what these coaches do, they basically just go and study a game. They just go and study a game plan. as opposed to
Exactly.
teams like Manchester United, Arsenal, us guys who've been in the preseason, we've basically just been, experimenting. Like you see what Arteta's been doing, he's been experimenting with players, you know, rotating and whatnot. But you see, a game plan by there has been people are reading a game plan. So that's what I'm
But
saying. That's
bro, what you're failing to realize, we have different profiles for different games. We have options. Not like I see some fans complaining, we only have Saka when he's double teamed. We cannot do anything. Chelsea have different options in attack. Joe Pedro is the baller, Delap is the bully. Palmer, Estevo, Gittens
but
is a new. People don't know about Gittens, the Premier League. So we have different profiles for different games. So
I
when you
know about
discover this, you come up with this, and that's it.
I know about Gittens. I know he's a pace merchant.
Yeah, and pace merchants tend to dominate the Premier League, no?
Really? I
Mosala, what's Mosala doing? I'm not comparing, but it happens. That's what we hope for, bro.
some pace merchants
bro,
do manage in the Premier League, some don't.
Yeah,
Just depends on the game, yeah.
that's what we are hoping for. He cooked, bro.
listen, man, listen. You guys, Abdul, you've had your moment, and we can't take that away from you. But what I'm telling you is, this is the Premier League. Just believe me when I tell you, man, you're going to be figured out.
There's only, bro, there's only some sad thing about if this window closes. The link to Garnacho is the part that's, difficult taste in my mouth, bro. But everything
Speak,
else been good, man.
speaking
Please
of
take
which,
him
man,
away.
what you
Take him
what
away.
you
Bro, I don't like that brother, bro. We've all watched him in the Premier League. He's not good. But this is our way of United, revenging us for Mason Mount. I used to tell Louis Mason Mount is terrible footballer. But I guess the world is round, and you get what you you give what you take, bro. Charge it to the game.
You get what
But
you
let me
ask
say
for.
this. But Abdul, let me say this. Actually, I tend to understand exactly what Chelsea is doing with Garnacho. It's not like
Yeah,
they want to. It's not like they
play him.
really play him or basically, build a future around him. They basically
Yeah,
just want
it's
to
business.
bring him, prove him, and then sell him. Yeah, the
Yeah,
same with
exactly.
Madueke.
That's what we do, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I know it's quite annoying for you guys, but just be rest assured. For me, that Ganacho signing is more like just
But,
a
but
business.
bro, he needs to come below, at least maximum should be 30 million. But United are asking for 50. For 50, you cannot sell, you cannot flip him for profit. 30 million, you can flip him, you know.
If
But if
if
United
no
come in and say 30 million plus sell on close, then they get the other profit, which is not good deal for Chelsea, man.
if Noni Madueke could go for 50 million, then Garnacho could go for 60. Come on.
The same Garnachos that's not cooking the Premier League, bro.
Business business, my guy.
I understand because of the age and everything, but he's
Exactly.
no good, bro. We've seen him do it.
He might just do well at Chelsea and the great Enzo Maresca. Who knows?
Man said
You
the
never
great
know.
Enzo Maresca.
You never know. Anyway,
Yeah.
listen, enough of Chelsea. Enough of Chelsea. Now we can now go to the next club. That is basically Arsenal, my club.
Mhm.
Yo, listen, man. What can I say about this? What questions do you guys have for me? But let me just say this before actually you guys butt in.
Yeah.
Uh, for me, I'm at a place whereby this season I think is the defining season. If this guy, in fact, but then me, to be honest, I wanted this guy gone. But there's nothing, having that conversation of Mikel Arteta actually going is far fetched. There's nothing we can do. There's no way he's going. So the best we can do right now is just rally behind the manager. But this is the defining season. I'm sure most Arsenal fans, if you look at Arsenal fans right now, we are quite divided. There's the old generation versus the new generation. So like guys in the old generation are like, listen, man, we want a trophy. Bro, it's been 21 years. This is not the 20, this is going to be the 22nd year, yeah? We want a trophy.
Mhm.
So if this guy cannot deliver a trophy for us, and when I say trophy, but then I'm talking about the Premier League or the Champions League. If he can't deliver the trophy, then I think it's now curtains for him. Because he has a tendency of, I think he's I mean, get this. Mikel Arteta, but has done all right. I mean, he's done all right. He's just like the Brandon, what the former Liverpool coach, but he just
Yeah, he's
doesn't
a
know.
Brendan Rodgers, bro. You need your Klopp, you need your Mourinho.
Yeah, I think he's done his best. He's basically brought us from that banter era and tries and he's basic. I mean, he's done all right. Mikel Arteta's done all right, but this is the defining season. He's been backed right now for the 6 years. Actually, been at Arsenal. The guy has actually spent. It's actually near a billion now. It's near a billion, and
It's
people
not near.
cannot
It's a
complain.
billion, bro.
Yeah, and people cannot complain that he's not being backed. I mean, there's always this tendency of Kroenkes being the guys who are blamed, but he asked for a striker. He's been given one of the best strikers by there currently right now in the world.
Yeah.
He has a perfect defense. He's been backed, so he has no excuse. He has to win a significant trophy. Yeah, and me, if he doesn't win a significant trophy, I mean that's that. I mean that's it for me. That's it for me. I think he's done his best, but he can't. He can't. He's not the guy to get us over the line. But now, speaking of which, now looking at our preseason games, at some point I was worried because, bro, for the first games, the first preseason games that I saw us play, we're just playing the usual Stoke City, lethargic, side to side, lean back, lean forward kind of football, and I was a bit worried. But then part of me also after watching that game where we played against Athletic Bilbao, I came to understand what Mikel Arteta was trying to do. And I was having a conversation with another fan who was telling me, listen, I understand you guys have been dry off that. I mean, the dry spell man has been crazy. But he was telling me, calm down. Mikel Arteta is trying to experiment, trying to. There's no need to basically reveal all your cards. Yeah, it's just preseason. So preseason, experiment, see what is working. And I saw that. I mean, guys were blaming Gyökeres. I mean, guys were really there was so much pressure, but then Gyökeres. I mean, guys were like, this guy is going to flop. But I can tell you from that game that I saw against Athletic Bilbao, there's definitely a strike in that guy. And all we need to do is just get the right, just get the right. How do I say this? Get the
Combinations.
right get the right people by around him. Get guys who can supply the ball to him because he's a proven striker, and that is exactly what I saw. But then speaking of which, Noni Madueke for that game that we played against Athletic Bilbao, I was actually quite impressed with him. He immediately came on. You could see the difference between him and Martinelli. Martinelli has this fixed mindset, and he's so predictable. But then Martinelli these days stinks the place. He stinks the place. He's so predictable. He has a tendency of, listen, you're a winger. Just cross the ball to the striker. You have a striker right now. Stop striving by the to score. Just cross the ball. And immediately Noni Madueke came in. Man, I was quite impressed with him. And speaking of which, one player that I see surprising people this season, but this Kai Havertz. Ask me why. The pressure is actually off his shoulders. The pressure is up. Bro, did you see that? Did you see that goal Kayava scored? Bro, that guy, that goal, by the way, that goal was quite impressive. And the thing is the fact that the pressure is actually off him right now, and there's competition by the way, he has to prove himself. I'm sure now. One thing that really impresses me with Arsenal right now, speaking of competition, what it really impresses me with Arsenal is there's competition for almost each and every position. Mosquera, I mean, Saliba could go right now, and I won't be worried because that
Oh,
young tag.
really?
No, bro, I've seen that kid, man. The defense right now, by the way, there's competition for each and every position. If you look at the left position, man, there's Lewis Kelly, there's Califiori. If you look at the centre back position, there's Gabriel Magalhaes, there's Saliba, there's Mosquera, Timber is there, Ben White is there. The midfield, Declan Rice, bro, everything is set. One thing they just need to sort out is just the left side. That's the only side that I feel like needs to be sorted. Uh, what I'm really pissed off, the news that I saw today was this is a thing. I mean, apparently it seems like Spurs want to hijack that deal. But let's say it goes. If you get Eze, then I think we should be set to go. So, bro, Mikel Arteta has no excuse. He has to win the Premier League this season, man. I'm stuck anything. I'm sick and tired of coming second, but I want this thing. I want this thing.
A question.
So,
Bro. Yeah,
yeah, go
go
ahead.
on, Luz.
Okay. So it's a simple question. Out of 10, what do you think are Arsenal's chances of winning the Prem?
Out of 10, I think our chance we at 8. 8.5
Wow.
by the 8.5. Yeah, I think we
Why? Why do you think that, bro?
no, I think we have. The reason why I feel like we stand a very good chance is because if you look at our style of play, everything that if there's anything that anybody was saying last season is the missing part of the jigsaw for Arsenal was a striker, and right now we have
Exactly.
a striker. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So I'm confident by the now that we have a striker because if you look at man our style of play, if you look at the way and you see the reason why I'm actually confident that we stand a chance of winning the Premier League. If you look at Saka, for the longest time, man, Saka people figured out Saka. All they had to do
Mm.
was just basically just double him. Yeah. But
Yeah.
right now,
Mhm.
there's Gyökeres. So Saka by then, Saka and whoever is going to be playing on that left wing side, yeah, all they need to do is just basically just drop players, just pass it man to the striker and a striker malize kazi. That's why
Bro,
I'm
should
confident.
then your answer should be 10/10. You had a 10/10 window. The only missing link was the striker. But right now you're
And
telling me you need another player in the left wing. You bought Madueke
Yeah.
for left wing. So you guys
we
should
They
be
haven't
also
set to go for the league.
let
they
me
also
just say
wanted.
something. We haven't had a 10 out of 10. For me, if we sign Eze, then I think we'll now have a 10 out of 10 season because we filled out basically all positions. Then I'll be confident, like, yo, that's what I'm saying. If this guy doesn't win the Premier League with this squad he has, then he's the problem.
Without Eze, you're already set.
The problem that I have with Mikel Arteta is when the pressure is off, man, the guy plays classic football. But the pressure kicks in, he tends to overthink. I don't know if Pep basically, transmitted this infection to him because he has a way of just overthinking things, with crunch time. If you guys remember by there during, if you remember very well, the season before last season, the second leg, the one that we lost to
Yeah,
Aston Villa, the one that Ole Watkins scored, if you guys remember,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
bro, that John between the second leg, between January and the time the Premier League was ending, we had one of the best runs. Bro, Abdul, you remember, Bana? We whooped you guys 5-0, yeah? So you remember?
Winning
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah, I remember.
We had a good run, man. We were beating teams 5 or beating teams 6. I mean, we were scoring goals. But then now, that Aston Villa game, the guy, I don't know what got into his head.
I
He
don't think,
plays
bro.
in
I don't think it's only Arteta that does this. This is the history of the Arsenal. You know, every time Arsenal, 90% of the time Arsenal are leading in the Premier League, they don't tend to win. So don't blame Arteta. This
I'm not
is
talking about the
DNA
Premier League.
of your football club.
I'm talking.
So there
I'm
is
not talking about. I'm not talking about the Premier League only. I'm talking about crunch time when it comes to now crucial. Not forget about the Premier League. I'm talking about
Yeah,
finals. I'm talking about FA Cup finals, and I'm
yeah.
talking about community. Not community shield. I'm talking about Carabao Cup. Cup
But
competitions.
you've been winning the FA Cups with Wenger. You won the FA Cup with Arteta. It's only the Premier League where Arsenal tend to struggle, and the Champions League. Let's not even mention it.
But the
you are
Champions
done.
League actually, surprisingly, we did quite well. But then the Champions League last season, yeah, it's just that I mean, fair enough. Last season, by the way, as much as guys are also blaming Ateta, we could just basically cut him a bit of slack. We had so many injuries last season. Yeah, we had man, the injuries really costed us. Yeah, but injuries are no excuse because injuries
Everybody
exist.
has injuries, bro.
Yeah, every team has injuries. Killer team, but then
And
I'm on injuries.
you sign players to be backups in order to replace those who are injured. So you can't
Yeah.
Thank
entirely.
you.
And that's what I'm saying. Last season, by the way, he could get away with it because I feel like the management is actually what let him down. Because, bro, if you remember how many injuries we
Mm.
had injuries. Uh, Saka was injured. Who was injured again, man? Gabriel
Gabriel.
Magalhaes. We had plenty of injuries. And the thing is, this
Bro, you know the problem with Arsenal. You might have been saying if City have injuries, we are the next one up. Then all of a sudden, Liverpool comes from behind and overtakes you. Then this season, Man City have created a team. Liverpool have built up. The new guys have also built up. Now I'm hearing some Arsenal online. Not you, bro. I'm just reading online. Arsenal fans are worrying. We need the left winger now. Last season it was the striker. This season you already have your striker, but there's excuses. Our left wing is not very good. We need Eze to win the league. Come on now, excuses, excuses. When are you man going to stand up? Just like me as a Chelsea fan, I'm confident for the league. But you man have everything you man wanted. The striker now you have, but be confident. Just say it's a 10/10 window. We are going for the Premier League. Simple.
For you, actually, yeah, go ahead, Luis.
Don actually said 8/10, and I think 8/10 means it's a very, very good chance of them winning the Premier League.
Yeah, but they have the striker they've been missing though. Louis, have you
Yeah.
not been hearing Arsenal fans? You're missing a striker. They're missing a striker, not a left winger. They were missing a striker. They have the striker, so it's complete.
And he
Listen,
also said 8/10. So I'm guessing that he thinks that Arsenal are one of the favorite teams to win the Premier League. Is that so?
that's the thing. Like you say, I say 8/10. For you, you say 10 out
Yeah.
of 10. So you're basically living
Yeah.
in a world of illusion. You cannot say 10 out of 10, and you know very well, man, that you guys, bro, you know how this thing works, Maze. There's no way you can expect
No,
Mares.
but you man have, the problem is you man have been saying we are missing a striker. You have your striker, then it's a complete team. As what you man was saying, it's not me who was saying that Arsenal is missing a striker. It's Arsenal fans.
But
So,
aside from that, he also thinks that Arsenal are one of the teams who are likely to win the Premier League. Forget about, oh, we need this, we need this. He thinks that they are one of the best current teams right now
Yeah,
in the
go
Premier.
clear at them. You know,
So
come with your chest and be confident.
if you ask me about United, I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest with myself and say we have this and these chances of winning the Premier League. And if you
Yeah,
ask me,
that's
I'll
what.
say this and this. I won't
Yeah,
say 8/10, then say, oh, we do not have we need a winger.
exactly, exactly.
So
listen, man.
you
Those
have
are
to be
my
true.
thoughts.
Mhm.
Those are my thoughts. I know my club. That's why Mazamo go. I cannot come here and start, bro. I know Arsenal. You know, I'm a realistic fan, but me, I'm
Mhm.
not. I'm not living in this world of delusion. I know my club. I know how my club operates. That's why I said 8/10. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
On,
listen,
on a
enough.
serious note, bro, let me just say, I think Arsenal, in my opinion, just my opinion, I think you man are gonna struggle this season. It's going to be very difficult for the same manager, Mikel Arteta, to motivate the players that he's bottled so many times within the league. It's going to be hard for you guys. And I would love it if you guys just fight for Champions League football. I don't see you guys trying to compete for the league. It's gonna be hard for you. That's just my opinion.
And
Perfectly
actually,
right.
Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner has already matched Arteta's success, by the way.
I didn't
So that's
say
just
it.
food for thought. Food for thought.
Facts. I mean, facts. I
And
mean,
I was talking to another Arsenal fan. His name is Ivan. Shout out to Ivan, by the way. He said that
Yeah.
he was of the opinion that this is going to be Arsenal's first complete season with almost every player that you guys actually wanted. So
yeah.
this should be like Arteta's first season of him trying to win the Premier League. So if he doesn't win, he says that you guys should allow him to have another go at the Premier League, maybe next season, so that you guys can
Nah,
compete properly.
Ah,
conversation, man. That
oh, bro,
conversation.
I think that's the thing, bro. Let me say this. Arsenal is a team that just wants to play in the Champions League. They are given participation. Just come, bro, and enjoy yourselves. But they don't achieve nothing, bro. It's the history of the Arsenal. I keep saying this.
So it's the Arsenal fans. So it's the fans who expect more from the team. Ama.
Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. They
Let me
have
say
high
this.
expectation, but they don't know their team, bro.
Let me say this. Let me say this. You see, like you remember when I told you, but the Arsenal fan base right now is actually divided. There's the
Yeah.
new gen and there's the old gen. The old gen for people like me. I'm in my 30s right now.
Oh,
Bro, I saw one of the things that actually made me fall in love with this club is because, bro, we are winning things. Back in the days, we were winning things. Even though I know Premier League in that time in Africa was not really, I mean, actually even accessing DSTV was a problem, unlike these days. I mean, I remember
Yeah.
back in the days when we were young, but we listen to radios. We would, That's when I would watch highlights on news. I
Or,
would watch
or you buy tea and coffee and go soda. You go and watch in the somewhere, the hotel or something.
exactly.
The
So
clubs.
I saw Arsenal win things, but you see, this new generation, they really haven't seen Arsenal win anything. Yeah,
The Gen
significant.
fans.
Yeah, and there's just something about this new generation thing. This, and I'm not blaming them. Like each and every
Are you
each and
saying
They're
the
every
happy
glory?
to be. I just say it, bro. They're just happy to be within the big clubs, not achieving anything. Just
no, no, no,
happy
no,
to
no.
be there.
Listen, what I'm saying is this. This is and for me, Mikel Arteta he now has everything he wanted at his disposal. So no excuse, bro. This guy has to win a significant trophy. If he can't win, then I mean, good riddance. Thank you
But
very
I
much.
remember you said the same thing last season. You remember me, you, and Derek?
But you see, Nani, Abdul, there's context to everything. That's why I said earlier on, Mikel Arteta Bade could get away with things. Last season, Bade, he was not backed up properly. He had injuries, blah, 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 blah. So he could get away with that. But this season, he can get away with it.
But
Carry on.
okay, so Don, let me just ask you a question. So let's say if Arsenal manage to win the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, will the young fans or the old guard, who among you, or the majority of you, who among you will want Teta out, or will the majority of you want him still in?
All right, that's a tough question. That's a tough question, but then for most Arsenal fans to answer. But me, I'll speak as me. I think we've won the FA Cup. Uh, we've won the FA. In fact, but then when it comes to the FA Cup, the guy is leading in terms of the FA Cups we've won at Arsenal. So me, I don't think man we signed all these players. I don't think this guy spent 1 billion, yeah, to come and win an FA Cup. We want a cup that we haven't won in so many. Bro, I want a significant cup, man. This time, me, I don't want FA. I don't want any. Me, I want the Premier League. If we win it, yes, it to be vibes, it to be good and whatnot. But bro, I want a significant trophy. I want the Premier League.
Bro,
Period.
but you man are in the position where you cannot choose the trophies you want to win because you're not winning anything. You've not been winning trophies. So get that FA Cup or the Carabao, just appreciate it. Treat it as the Club World Cup.
Exactly. You guys haven't been winning anything, so take any trophy that you guys are going to get along the way because it's going to be very hard to even win a trophy for us. Like I like what Razak has said. Just accept yourselves that you are not a trophy winning team anymore. You play well.
It's
You
interesting how
finish
people say that it's a winning team.
at the top side of the Premier League, but winning trophies is where you guys just can't make it. And I've always said it for like 3 or 4 years. Arteta is not the guy to take you guys to the next level. He's actually not. I don't know what you guys have with him or on him that some of you, or let's say most of you, think that he should stay, or he's the right guy. But because he's not been winning trophies for like four years. Yes, he actually won a trophy with a squad that actually was not his. So he came up, brought these big money signings, got everyone excited, brought Arsenal to where they're supposed to be at the top. But are you really at the top if you're not winning trophies? You tell me.
Bro, bana, me, I want the Premier League. I'm the Champions League. Me, hizi mambo mingi, hizi sijui Community Shield, sijui FA, sijui nini. Me, I want Banetro. I want the Premier League with the Champions League. That's it. But anyway, listen, man, enough of Arsenal. I think we move to the next segment. That is basically United. And then basically just have a bit of conversation on Liverpool. And then, you know, do our top four prediction of the Premier League this season. So anyway, speaking of United, we have a United fan in here, even though he doesn't have his jersey on. But then listen, Louis in the house, United, man. Where you guys finishing this season, man? What's the plan? What's the plan, bro?
Yeah, we are finally on Man United. So That's a very tough question if you ask me, because Man United have been giving me mixed feelings when it comes to preseason and when it comes to the Premier League. Actually, we actually play very well in the preseason friendlies, winning games. Everyone's just playing well, free flowing football. Actually gets us fans really, really excited. But when it comes to the Premier League, everything just falls apart. But anyways, it's the new season. We've brought in big players, big money signings, of course. Even though the club said that they did not have any money, we've managed to sign big players with actually and pouring huge chunks of money. We brought in Benjamin Sesko, Mateus Cunha. We're actually going to buy Baliba. I hope we do. Brian Boomer. So, and I think the missing link is a midfield. If we actually get Carlos Baliba as a CDM, then we'll say we've had 10 over 10 transfer. And so if we actually buy him, our chances of winning the Premier League will still be low. 6 over 10, to be honest. 6 over 10 because we are not yet there as Man United. Ruben Amorim said that we are going to struggle, and I'm actually backing him. It's true that we are going to struggle. But with these current signings, I'm actually hoping for a top 4, top 5. That's what I'm looking at. Top 4 or top 5 finish for Man United. We're going to be in Europe next year, by the way. And I've told you, Abdul Razak, you'll come back to this video. And since you like posting a lot of comeback videos, you'll come back to this video and see that United are going to be in the top 5 of the Premier League next year. Yeah. So, any questions? Or what do you guys think?
Yo, listen, man, I was ready to banter you, but I think this is the first time as I'm getting a realistic, reasonable Manu fans, because most of the Manu fans, most of the guys, most of my friends are usually just deluded. I mean, guys are getting all excited. We're winning the Premier League. We win the Premier League. So, I mean, fair enough. I'm sure actually.
I think you should be checking the YouTube comments from your past videos with the other Man United fans. I'm the one who always came to the comments and tried to be reasonable and civil and said that these United fans are not actually being realistic or truth themselves. Most of us are delusional. I'm not trying to offend any Man United fan, but the truth is that most of us are delusional. We are not living in reality. We are in the past. We were a big team, Premier League contenders, season in, season out, but we are not that. We are not that team anymore. We are a team that's up and coming. Let's say like the Arsenal, apart from the fact that they still do not win trophies, but we do. So we are an up and coming team. So yeah, we're not yet there. Of course, I'd like us to be where you guys are, but we want to win trophies as well. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, United, we were really, by the way, last season was one of the worst seasons. I think you guys know. One of the worst. It was 16th.
Do you think with one game away, you guys are going to compete for the league? Is it possible with Baleba signing as well?
No. But if we actually get a chance and compete for the league, which will actually be very surprising to me, if we actually get that chance, then why not go for the Premier League? I'm not going to be like Maresca and start saying, no, we are not Premier League contenders. If we get to a point where we are Premier League contenders, then we will actually go for it. I'd actually like us to go for it because we're not playing in any competition rather than the domestic leagues. So, in addition to that, I'm expecting us to get to a top 4 or top 5 finish. And let's say the FA Cup at least. That would be something to smile about, at least, since I think we have a very, very, very good team that can win us a trophy next year. And if Ruben Amorim fails for top 4 or a trophy, then I'd like us to give him one more season, just one more. And if he maybe like correct his mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, facts. I mean, I can't dispute that. That was actually what was on my mind right now. Any reasonable football fan, any reasonable football fan should reason that way. I feel like you guys have the signings you've made. Those are actually statement signings. Yeah, Kunha, Mbuemo, Benjamin Sesko. Even though we were linked to him, but I was not really interested in him. You guys should be able to actually get the top four. You should be able to get the top four with the signings you made. So fair enough, fair enough. Let's say it goes. If and fans also need to be realistic. If Amorim doesn't win a trophy this season, yeah, or basic doesn't get you guys where you guys want to be, I mean, give the guy time. Give the guy time. So no need to panic, no need to pressure. In fact, you guys just enjoy yourselves, Bernard. Don't just enjoy yourselves. Yeah. So I think enough of that. Unless maybe you want to add something, Luis.
Yeah, I actually wanted to hear what Razak has to say, what he thinks about Man United and our hopes for next season.
Bro, for me, I think if United, I told you even in the group, United need a defensive midfielder, and that's the only way you guys can dream. Maybe if you get a defensive midfielder, top four, you can achieve it. But if it clicks early for you, because that front three of Cunha, Sesko, and Buemo, you man lacked goals last season, and now you've absolutely upgraded with proven players in Buemo and Cunha and Sesko. If Sesko is not doing well, Zaxi can come in. So that attack has absolutely been upgraded. And if you get Baleba in midfield with one game a week, there's no excuse for Amorim to not get Champions League football and a trophy.
Okay, so yeah, I think you're actually right. Banter aside, I think you're good. You have not actually put any banter on Man United. I actually come to think Razak respects Man United more than he respects the Arsenal.
But of course, man,
What can I say, bro?
In another life, you'd be a Man United fan.
Never.
So I just had a question for you, Razak. When it comes to Chelsea,
Yeah.
What realistically, what trophy are you guys gunning for, and what trophy do you think you guys may actually win? So, what trophy are you guys going for, and what trophy are you guys actually going to win?
Bro, I'm really hoping for either the league or the Champions League and one of the small cups. One of the majors we have to try and win. Either the Champions League or the Premier League. Then, if on the way we can sweep an FA Cup or a Carabao, successful season for Maresca, bro.
So you're hoping for a treble?
A brace, whatever, bro. One major and a Carabao and a
It's okay. We'll see. Since you're world champions, I'm not going to say a lot. Just respect for you guys.
If you don't win our trophies, I'll just come here and say we're world champions, bro, for the next 4 years. What can you tell me?
Like any PR Razak, man. That world champion thing was also really hyped it, man. That you cannot say that was really a major or serious competition, man. I mean, like the top sides, but then the
Come on, bro. Arsenal fans with this hate, man. Come on, bro.
in the World Cup, man. So don't really hype that World
This
Cup.
is the same PSG that you man were trembling. Oh, PSG, we made them look like Tottenham Hotspurs, bruv. Like Crystal Palace. Absolutely brush them aside.
Don.
Yep.
These guys. I'm just trying to be honest. These guys earn the respect that they deserve. They are world champions. The Club World Cup is one of the trophies that the competition has a lot of money, and it's a prestigious tournament. And considering it's a new tournament with a new trophy, Chelsea actually deserve to say anything about it, because I mean, they did the unbelievable. They beat the European champions. Who would have thought? We all thought they were going to lose, and they actually beat PSG very well. Surprisingly for us, shockingly dominated the entire game. So I cannot say a lot about Chelsea rather than just give them the respect that they deserve. But the Premier League is where we will see if they will continue the momentum. Right now, respect.
So, man, I'll say less. Let's see what you guys do in the Premier League.
Yeah,
let's have a conversation, but let's have a conversation about the let's have this video after 15 games.
Exactly. We should.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chelsea are still on the race for the treble.
We are on clouds, bro. One champion right now. So let us enjoy for the next 4 years. Don't put pressure on us. Any trophy we take, we need the trophies. We enjoy life, bro.
The Club World Cup has given you guys a lot of confidence, and
Mhm.
we shall see where you guys are going to get. Hey, thank God, Jato.
Let's see how it goes. So anyway, that being said, by the we just quickly brush through Liverpool. First of all, man, these guys were, if there's any team that people feared, man, this transfer window was Liverpool. Owing to the fact that they didn't spend last season, this season, man, they've gone big when it comes to spending. I mean, Frimpong, bro, these guys they've spent big. They've spent big. And actually, I saw that Newcastle actually rejected what's his name? Isak rejected Newcastle. He no longer wants to play for them.
Yeah.
So rumors have it that chances are he might actually join Liverpool. I don't know how that. Do you see that? Do you see that happening?
It might happen, bro, because the way. What can I say? I think Liverpool are going to make this will happen because Isak wants to leave. He's burnt the bridges with Newcastle. So any money they receive for Isak, if they're really mean guys, they will say, brother, you have a 3-year contract, stay in the reserves. But it's insecurity for him to stay because the Newcastle fans are not you know fans, quiet fans. We've seen them dress in the stadium. They are really vicious fans. If you see, from my point of view, they should try and sell the brother for 120, for 130 million. Just sell the brother. Let him leave. Get your money. Come for Jackson. There's conflict of interest for us. Sell Issa. Come for Jackson. Everyone wins, bro.
Okay. So I'm of the opinion that I'm just going to echo what Razaka said. Liverpool should just go and submit another bid for Isak because the man wants to leave Newcastle, and I do not think that it's right if a club keeps a player who does not wish to stay. Release the player. I think Liverpool are going to. I think Newcastle would go for Wisa or any other striker. Wisa would be a good addition to their squad. Not really on Isak levels, but he can give them big numbers. So it's not actually very nice in keeping a player who does not wish to stay at a club. Keeping him against his wishes is totally wrong, and clubs should also respect players' wishes. So I'm of the opinion that Liverpool will get Isak, considering how much further this situation has gone to the fact that he has said that he does not wish to play for Newcastle again. Then it's completely over for Isak and Newcastle. I really wish that he just leaves and Newcastle allow him to leave because it's not going to be a conducive environment for him and the other players because the other players are going to see like this guy does not want to stay here. Why is he still here? Why is he still playing? Like the club should just let him go, let him join Newcastle. No, sorry, let him join Liverpool and Newcastle probably go for Wisa, not Jackson but Wisa. Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is this. I mean, looking at that Isak, if Isak goes to Liverpool, I think Razak, me and you had a conversation about this, and I'll tell you for sure. I mean, that would be really, really scary because, bro, the attack is just going to be levels. Right now, Isak is
Yeah.
one of the most scariest striker in the Premier League. If not the Premier League,
Yeah,
even the
bro.
world.
If we are watching Liverpool the way they've been playing, preseason is about performances, and even the Crystal Palace game, we are seeing Liverpool, in my opinion, anyway, they have an issue in midfield. If you man noticed, people
Yeah.
are saying, "Oh, it's Gravenberch missing, Gravenberch," but let's ask the question. If it's Gravenberch missing, can Gravenberch and McAllister let Uvarts, Ekitike, Salah, Isak up top. Can these two guys make that team absolutely defensive so the attack can cook? In my opinion, I don't think so. I think the defense, there'll be too much pressure on the defense because Gravenberch is not really a DM. Yes, last season he did a job, but he did a job in a midfield three of Gravenberch, Soboslai, and McAllister. But now you are taking another midfield player out to bring an attacking player. so Isak, so Vert can play. So these are attacking players. The midfield of two of Gravenberch and McAllister is going to be stretched, and Liverpool might struggle a little bit.
Yeah, and actually, by the way, just to echo on that, they're actually so much under they're actually going to be under so much pressure because, bro, imagine spending all that money and then you guys scramble. It's going to be so much pressure on them, and some of these players, especially players who are not Premier League proven, bro, they crack.
Exactly.
They'll crack eventually,
Exactly.
yeah. So let's say it goes to Liverpool, but I'll tell you for sure, man, if they attack, I mean, if they get that Isak signing, it looks scary, but I mean, time will tell.
Yeah,
Let's have
on
this
paper,
conversation.
bro. Like I'll give you an example. Like us last season, we brought in Sancho, Felix, Neto. On paper, and Palmer, we had Palmer already. On paper, that attack is scary, but until you practice it on the pitch, it's a different story, bro.
Yeah, yeah. So man, let's see. It looks scary on paper, like you said. It looks scary on paper, but let's have this. Let's come back and have this conversation. By the way, 15 games in, but the Crystal Palace game, they play the Community Shield. They were exposed, bro. They were exposed.
Yeah, the second half, Crystal Palace cooked them, bro.
Yeah, yeah. No, they for sure, for sure. So anyway, I think enough of Liverpool. Papa, man, if you're watching this, if you get to watch this, man, come in and just have a conversation about your club. Ukuje tuambie bana, what are you guys thinking, bana? Obey the Liverpool fans.
Yeah.
Anyway, people, I think we are nearing the end of this show. So quickly, man, we'll just wrap this up by. I'll start with Louis, the new guy, the new kid in the block. So what are basically your predictions?
Pardon?
What are your top four predictions?
Oh, top four predictions. That's going to be easy. Liverpool, City, Arsenal, and Chelsea.
Would you name them chronologically?
On the right order from first to fourth.
From fourth to first.
From fourth to first. So Chelsea get fourth position. Like Chelsea will get fourth position again. Arsenal third. Manchester City second, and you know who wins the Premier League? Liverpool. I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. And I also do not wish Manchester City to win the Premier League. I would prefer if Chelsea win, but they won't. And being a realist, I would say Liverpool win the Premier League. God forbid, though.
All right, fair enough. Razak, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah. Bro, for me, I think it's gonna be unpopular. Arsenal fans are gonna hate me, but I'm gonna say Arsenal are gonna finish fourth, scraping for top four. Okay, and Liverpool third. I think they're gonna struggle a little bit. So for second and first, I'm still 50-50 because Man City haven't finished their business. They are linked to Rodrigo. They are linked to Donnarumma. So if they get those two guys, that City's defense sorted a little bit. If Chelsea, if maybe we get Xavi Simon, we are linked to him. If we try to get a centre back, so I think it's going to be between Pep and Enzo Maresca. So, but I'm going to back my boys. So Chelsea first, Man City second, Liverpool third, Arsenal fourth.
All right, so we'll come back to this video. The good thing is you have this on record, so we'll come back to this video. Don't be surprised, man. You might actually even just end up at a yacht form will make. But anyway, listen. But anyway, listen. So for me, fourth, I think I'll give it to Chelsea. And then third, I'll give it to City. Okay. And then second, I'll give it to Liverpool. First, I'll give it to Arsenal. Bro, it's coming home. 2 years down the line, man, it's coming home. But anyway, listen, man, let me not get ahead of myself. Yeah, but that is just basically our prediction. So you guys in the comments can also drop your thoughts. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know your prediction. Yeah, let us know your predictions. Let us know what you think. I mean, who do you think is actually going to? And speaking of the relegation teams, who do you think these guys for the past 2 seasons? If you remember, all the teams that have been promoted to the Premier League, all of them, but have been relegated. Yeah. So the teams that are promoted to the Premier League this season, who do you think is going to survive? Drop your thoughts in the comment section as well. Drop your thoughts on your top 4 prediction. Let us what you think. And yeah, just one more thing, ensure you subscribe to the channel. Also, go ahead and check Abdul Razak. Actually, Abdul, man, let me give you the honors, man. Go and shout out your channel. Louis is a guy also trying to get up on YouTube. We also want him to put up his channel soon. So yeah, Razak.
Yo, people, check out of the Razak concept. I mostly tend to cook Arsenal fans. You know, United, I kind of honest opinion. So let's
Razak, we lost you for a moment. We
subscribe
lost
to
you
the
for a
Razak
moment.
concept, people.
Abdul, we lost you for a moment. Yeah. Yeah. Seems like we lost him. But then as he gets back, so Luis, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so guys, I'm on Sporty Radio, Sporty FM 105.0. So you guys can just check me out every weekday from Monday to Friday, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Check me out, man. We'll be talking everything sports and everything that you like. Catch us there.
All right. And set up your channel, bro. We also need to subscribe to your channel as well. Yeah.
Exactly. And my YouTube channel is coming up soon. So guys, stay tuned. Like, subscribe, and share this video, man. Let's make Kenya Gunners Fan TV at the top.
All right, people. I think that is basically it. That will come to the end of the show. So we'll be seeing you guys next week once the first game, the first for the first weekend recap. Yeah. So see you guys then.